And oh, five, four, three, two.
Welcome back to the Algorithm Sports Podcast. We are transitioning into the NBA season, which is why Matt is on our pod today. We had a really boring NFL day yesterday, so we figured we would just stick with NBA, and we have a special edition for you. It is the ultimate NBA over-unders draft. We are beating Simmons and House to it, and maybe
And
Rousseau, we all know.
maybe Rousseau, yeah.
Yeah, TBD. So how it's going to work, because we don't want to do this for 3 hours, we're all just going to go through and draft our favorite overs or unders, and we'll just go until we're bored or tired.
Wait,
Um,
but first, is Giannis going to the Knicks?
No.
Spencer, go.
No. Similar to what Bill Simmons talked about, and this was like my thought when I first heard it as well. There's no reason this story should have been leaked unless like
Oh,
Giannis leaked it himself or the Bucks leaked it. Like why would the Knicks want to do this? Why would the Knicks want to be like, yeah, we're willing to give up Karl Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges for Giannis right when this team is finally starting to come together. It just feels like a power play to get leverage by the Bucks and Giannis, like both of them.
Hmm.
Um, Prior to the Mikal Bridges deal, I could have seen this happening, but there's just nothing unless you want to gut this Knicks roster, which I think is a very, very good Knicks roster, which you'll
Oh,
hear about in
we
just a
haven't
minute.
we have a potential over coming.
Um,
Um,
it would be cool, don't get me wrong, but I'd be worried about what we'd have to give up. We'd probably have to throw like Karl Anthony Towns, Mitchell Robinson, plus whatever picks we have left, and maybe like a
and OG.
not an OG. Like Karl Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson would probably be enough player wise. Maybe then like
I don't know.
maybe like a
who
couple of
knows,
young players
man?
like Pacome Dadio and like Tyler Kolek. I don't know. Like as long as the money could work and then whatever picks, and I don't think the Bucks would even want that. And then like you're gutting a roster for Giannis, which is again, it's Giannis. I don't wanna go too crazy and be like, no, we don't need him. I would love him, but
Yeah.
there's
So
only so
overs
much
and
you can do
unders.
in roster construction.
Okay, let's start our overs unders draft. I'll take notes on it so we have a record.
All
Okay,
right.
Matt, you are the newest basketball fan, so you get the first pick.
Okay. Thank you. Um, all right, this one might be a hot take. I'm going Nets over. The
Oh,
Nets last year, the Brooklyn Nets won 26 games. And according to FanDuel, their over under set 19 and a half. And while maybe the team got a little worse, they drafted a lot of young guys, and I feel like these young guys maybe not, but my assumption is that they're actually going to want to win. While Cam Thomas, he doesn't really give a fuck about winning games. But now maybe with these new young guys, I feel like they're really trying to start the actual rebuild process and not just going to tank. So I mean, I don't expect them to lose six less games, especially with the highly motivated Michael Porter Jr.
mm. Well, I'm pretty tired from the jet lag, and you started off by talking about the Nets, so that didn't help. Um,
Yeah, that was a bold first pick, I will say.
Well,
yeah.
kind of went alphabetically, so
I was pretty indifferent on the Nets. I mean, I think they're going to be really bad, but I don't know. They have some good tank generals. Like Cam Thomas and Michael Porter Jr. are a pretty good team to run a tank behind, so we'll see.
yeah, man.
I drafted their rookie point guard, Igor
Don't they have
Demian.
like 10 of those?
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
like 10
Well,
rookie point
like
guards.
the first of the drafted rookies.
Have
Igor.
you guys seen what Danny Wolf looks like? He's one of their five rookie point guards.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now.
He's just like a very like non-charismatic looking guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Israeli.
No, that's Ben Saraf.
No, Danny Wolf, American Israeli basketball player.
What? I thought Ben Saraf was Israeli.
They have two.
They
They
have
have
two Israeli.
Yeah, they
two
drafted them
Israeli
back to
rookie
back.
point guards.
Oh my God, Soros.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Jesus, man.
Um,
Fuck.
I don't think I would have taken the Nets over. But I see where you're going with it. I think their whole goal this year is to lose as many games as possible. You say like they're starting the rebuild, yes, but they're year one of that eighth rebuild in a row. Like it's
Do
just
we do we have a capture the flag slogan for the AJ DeBonsa sweepstakes yet?
Probably no. Fuck you. Um,
capture the Mormon to
all
be.
right.
Oh,
Who's
capture
who's
the
got the
Mormon's
next?
good.
Who's got the next pick? Who's got the next?
Oh shit, I gotta go get the door, I think. You guys can go. I'll be right back.
Okay. This is great podcasting.
Yeah.
Um, should we just keep going? Or should we
Sure,
go?
man.
All right. Um, I'll save my first pick for when Toby gets back. But actually, no, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna choose the Knicks over 52 and a half. Um, I think they had 50 wins last year. I'm looking it up. Uh, they had 51 wins last year, and that was with Mikal Bridges in his first year, not much of a bench. But now the Knicks have two guys in every position where I'm comfortable with them being on the floor. And I think that is something I haven't felt with the Knicks probably in my lifetime. Their rotation is super deep. I think they're the deepest team in the league besides maybe the Nuggets and the Thunder, which, you know, over under wise, they're very, very similar. Um, but yeah, I'm really excited for this team. I think they win close to 60 games. Mike Brown is gonna bring them to maybe have the best offense in the NBA. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the thing during preseason, but they haven't been calling plays. They've just been like running their offense based solely on vibes and have been scoring like
What's
120 points a
what's the
game.
pick?
The
The
Knicks over
Knicks.
52 and a half.
Yeah,
Um,
I
they had they had an incredible offseason for what they
they're
could have done.
they're so deep, honestly.
Like they have 11 or 12 guys that I'm genuinely comfortable with them playing. And that includes Tyler Kolek and Pacome Dadier, which aren't really real guys on this team, but a couple injuries happen. And like if they have to play, I'm not like, oh my God, the world is burning down. Like,
And
yeah.
it's only two more wins from last year with the Celtics potentially winning 20 fewer games. So,
And the Celtics won
okay.
61 and the Pacers won 50. It's like those wins are coming pretty
Yeah.
easily, I think.
Okay. On that note, I'm staying in the East, but I'm kind of going the Matt route with an over. I'm going with the Bulls over 32 and a half.
Ooh, that was my next pick. Alphabetically
Oh, I
I
just
speaking.
I
think
looked
that's
at
such
them.
a
I
good
looked at
one.
them.
The Bulls, the thing about the Bulls is if they went with 32 wins, like that would be good for them because then maybe they could get a top five pick. But the Bulls, they got to just do their thing, win 39 games, get the 12 pick. So my case for the Bulls, aside from them just not falling off 7 wins from last year, Josh Giddey, obviously, you know, the haters will say some things about him, but I don't know what that's all about.
Haters say to always take the under on Josh Giddey.
Oh, wow, that would have been really funny in like 2023. Thanks. Um,
Yeah, now it's just like every celebrity.
yeah, it's true. We have Kobe White in a contract year. I'm worried that they'll trade Vucevic at the deadline, which is I don't know. I shouldn't even be caring about that, but whatever. And I don't know. I don't know. It just seemed too low. We don't have to talk about the Bulls anymore. But it was really hype when Josh Kiddey hit his half court shot against the Lakers last
Dude,
year.
I just want to talk about that for a minute. Like, that was one of the most insane moments of the season for me. Like, I was just downstairs. There was like, I think it was one of the last games of the night. It was like the only game left. And I was like, all right, I'll just watch like the last 5 minutes of this thing. And I was like, so grateful to have fucking watched that, and I was like screaming, and then like all my roommates like come downstairs, like what's going on? And then I like rewind it and play the last like minute or so, but it was
It
like
was crazy.
it
It
was
was just awesome.
insane, dude. It was
Yeah.
insane. It was like I don't think anyone. I was like texting the fantasy chat, like no one was watching.
All right.
I like the pick. I
Yeah.
mean, I
Okay,
don't
thanks.
really know much else to say about it,
Let's
but
let's snake draft it if that's okay
yeah,
with
go for it.
everyone. All right, now we all did over, so I got to do an under. This one, I'm so happy this one exists. Toronto under 39 and a half. Just I think they made a mistake because they have all these teams that like, the Knicks and the Bulls, their numbers seem a little low, and then they make up all the wins with Toronto somehow. Toronto, Toronto's a fantasy team. Literally, like if you had any of the Toronto starting five on your fantasy team, you'd be like, yeah, okay, like I'm okay with getting like BI in the seventh round or something, or like Pirtle. But like
Or big Scotty.
to actually have equipment manager glazing Scotty and RJ who's just like whatever and Ingram like I hate this team. And like they don't even have Dick on the bench either. Well, oh they do.
Yeah, but Dick
They
Dick
have
did
Dick.
grow. Dick grew 2 inches.
Dick grew two
He
inches over
did.
the
He did. Like just like
The
Wemby.
grower.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
I don't want to make another Dick
I
joke.
can see this team winning
All right.
40 games.
All
Uh,
right, all right, Perk. All right, Perk, make the case. First take us.
no, the way that I'm seeing it is like yes, it's like a fantasy team of random guys, but these aren't terrible basketball players. Especially like I just keep thinking back to the Eastern Conference, and they might be the worst good team in the Eastern Conference, and I think that's like the sixth seed, and I think they can win 41 games, but I can also see this crashing and burning. But they do have some fun players. Um, Actually, no, they don't have any fun players. They have okay players. But
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
like
know.
him. All
I
right, man.
39 and a half is a little high for
It's
what their
high.
team is.
And they only won like 31 last year, I
They won
think. So
30,
they'd have to
yeah.
win nine more games. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right. I like it. I'll choose an
All
under
right.
now.
Oh no, expenses up. Sorry.
Um, this one shocked me quite a bit. I have the Clippers under 49 and a half.
Hmm.
Um, I'm ready to get hurt again on the Clippers. As they have hurt me the past couple of years, being like, this team is no good, taking their under and then being like, God damn it, what have I done? But this team is so old. It's like Chris Paul, Kawhi, um, Bradley, like I don't know, 50 wins just seems too much for this team. I think they're above 500. I think they have like 46 wins, but I just can't see them reaching that 50 win mark.
All right.
Yeah, I like him. I like him.
I don't hate them as a team. I just think 50 wins is too much.
I
Dude,
didn't have a pick on this one.
I actually had a dream last night that Chris Paul died.
Dude, Russillo would be so sad.
Because I saw this like meme last night. It was like Chris Paul in like every like jersey he's ever played in, like right before I went to bed. And then I went to bed and it was like Chris Paul dies before playing in a Clippers jersey.
I wait, sorry, this is just a total side note,
Yeah.
but yesterday on the plane, this lady was sitting next to me and Hanya, and she was like showed me this TikTok, like a middle-aged lady, and it was like, rest in peace, Michael J. Fox. And she's like, oh my God, he died. And I was like, oh my God, that's so sad. I love Michael J. Fox, from Back to the Future.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I'm like looking up like so much like Michael J. Fox dead. There's nothing. He didn't die.
Yeah, dude. It's like using Wikipedia as a source.
Yeah.
Or what your
Um,
teachers say will happen. Anyway.
yeah. Sorry, one more thing about the Clippers is that I realized I kind of am banking on them with fantasy because I have Harden, Kawhi, and Beal. So maybe that wasn't the best.
Damn, boy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
All right. My next one, can I go? Anything
Yeah.
more to say with the Clippers? My next one is a team that won 52 games last year. And this year, I'm taking the under because it's at 52 and a half. And I think that they're probably going to be a little bit worse, and that is the Houston Rockets. Like, they don't have a point guard, and I mean, like, maybe they do, but like, they don't really. And everyone on their team is like 6'7" or higher. Um,
6'7"?
yeah, like they don't have anyone. They don't have any real guards, and like, I don't know. I just like think, especially like when teams like add a big star, like it's almost always every year like a slower start to the season. Like they have to adjust. Like they're human beings. Like there's chemistry involved, and like I think that will they maybe be scarier in the playoffs this year? Probably. Will they win more games in a harder Western Conference? I just don't think so. So I'm taking the under.
Yeah, I actually like that pick.
Yeah, I had the Rockets under.
Well, we'll see if white boy Reed Shepherd can pull it together.
Probably
I had him
not.
on my fantasy team last year, so I was keeping an eye on Reed Shepherd, and he just did not look good. But
Well,
hopefully he'll be better this year.
well, according to Eric Lowe's secret metrics, Amin Thompson's a top 21 player in the league. So
Yeah. Well, I wonder what his fucking friend has to say about that.
yeah, facts.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, you get another one.
Oh, because it's a snaky draft.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know why I said it so zesty like that. Um,
Okay, Cat.
after all that, I'm gonna take. Wait, I'm just trying to see what the record was last year. I am going to smash Pelicans-Over at 38 and a
Ooh,
half.
Nice.
They won 21 games last year, so it would be like a big improvement. But like, even without, I think like the thing that people have to realize about the Pelicans is that like, even without Zion, like they have other players like Trey Murphy or like Herb Jones who are like really emerging players. They have Jordan Poole too. They have guys who are like borderline all stars. You could even call them. And even if Zion plays like 5 games, like I just think that they'll be able to win 30 games like without Zion. You know what I mean? Because they do have a good supporting cast. So I'm gonna smash that over.
this is a Trey Murphy Glazer here, though.
This is a Trey Murphy Glazer,
Just because of one Rusella video.
and then he was on my fantasy team. So
Yeah. I think people are just forgetting about the potential of a healthy Zion. And if there's a healthy Zion, if Zion plays 65 games this year, they're definitely hitting the over.
and like let's say he plays 30 games, and then they just kind of like beat up on bad teams the whole season. Like they can get to 30 wins pretty easily. I think
What
Yeah.
is the over under?
it's 30 and a half.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
gonna
keep in mind.
talk about this later if I get the chance. I will get the chance. The Pelicans are so stupid, and the fact that they traded Dyson Daniels is just insane. Just
Oh
terrible.
yeah. Wait, they have DeJounte Murray still, right?
Yeah, but he's out until
He's out for
like
most of the year.
January or February,
Oh,
I
They
think.
also
because
traded away their number one pick next, or their first round pick next year.
Oh yeah.
So they
Well,
kind of
they
have to
can't
be
tank.
good. So
Yeah.
they kind of can't
yeah.
get lower than
Well,
30 wins.
Trey Murphy is God, and yeah. So
Yeah.
Dude, Zion SA case just went away.
yeah, it's funny how that stuff happens, right? It's like the guys with the most money end up always being kind of innocent and like falsely accused.
Yeah, but like Thick Keys is guilty. Ooh.
You just didn't have a lawyer. We can't put this out, bro.
No, I used an alias.
Yeah. Facts, brother.
All
All
right,
right.
Spencer.
Um, what did I take? Okay, I'm gonna go with an over.
All right, buddy.
Um, I'm gonna stick to the Hornets over 26 and a half.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh,
Um,
okay.
they won 19 games last year. LaMelo missed most of the season, but more importantly, Brandon Miller missed a lot of the season. A very young player. They got Knuckle. But yeah, I just think if LaMelo can stay healthy, which is, not gonna happen, but if he can play 60, 55 to 65 games within that range, Brandon Miller can stay healthy, come back strong. Knuckle can have a strong rookie season. You could look up and they could be 10-10, and then they just have to win like 16 more games the rest of the season. I think that's entirely possible. They can come out the gates firing. They're a young, like feisty team. They have a good coach. And I'm excited for this team. There'll definitely be a league pass team for sure.
I like the pick. I agree. I mean, they could be like the Blazers of last year or something.
Yeah, yeah. There's
Just too
always that
many
one
like good
team.
young guys to not win some games.
And we'll keep mentioning this, I'm sure, with all of our Eastern Conference picks, but that division, that conference, it's just, I could see them being above like the Celtics, like possibly. And who would have thought that just this time last year?
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. All right. Well, have I only done Eastern Conference picks? Yeah.
We've done almost exclusively Eastern Conference,
All
except
right,
for
then I gotta go to the West just to
yeah.
like okay, I'm happy I have this one. This is a bit of a I'm piggybacking Bill Simmons here, which I just do a lot, honestly. But I have to go with Dallas over 40.5.
It's a
That
good
just
pick.
felt too low to me.
Yeah.
I know the West is so good, but like Dallas has a good team. And if Kyrie can come back in January or February, which might be a little early,
Yeah, but
there's
nowadays, I mean, I've heard that Tatum and Kyrie are doing backflips every day now, so like they'll probably be back tomorrow.
yeah, new workout tape just dropped.
Hmm. Yeah,
Tatum, by the way, I think he's coming back in like November, according to Bill Simmons.
dude. I mean, I've seen him do like broad jumps and fucking backflips and pole vaulting and like
Well, he got the surgery early.
he got it. It was possibly the quickest surgery after that injury ever.
No, it was the
All
quickest
time.
surgery.
Allegedly, but according to Celtics fan Bill Simmons, it was. So
Okay. Anyway, back to
yeah,
Dallas. They they could be just like, and Bill Simmons has said this a million times too. They could be crazy on defense. Like try scoring on poop for Coop, AD Lively, and like PJ Washington. That's crazy. And I don't know. I think we could have some good D'Lo times. He can just do his thing. And Clay is gonna hit some threes. Max Christie's not bad. Gafford's not bad.
yeah, man.
Like they're just gonna be like I
Yeah,
don't know. They're just gonna be frisky.
I feel like there's like as someone who's not a basketball expert, I feel like they're a team that might, and maybe it's like Max Christie. I don't know. They just have like some guy on the bench that like we don't know about yet that could just be like a good guy for them this year. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we haven't
Like
even.
Eric's gonna be picking him up in fantasy soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like we haven't even like conceived of him, but like he's gonna end up putting up like 10 points a game off the bench.
Totally.
I think something really interesting is they had 39 wins last year. Luca missed like 2 months before he got traded. He played maybe like 20 games for them max. Then AD comes in, one game, gets injured, and basically for the rest of the season, they played most of the season without. Did Kyrie get injured? He got injured before the playoffs, correct?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
in March, I think.
Um, so they got 39 wins with like
Yeah, yeah,
a second team basically. Now you
Mostly just
throw back
Kyrie.
in Cooper Flag and Anthony Davis. Kyrie is a big miss. Kyrie was sensational before
yeah, he was
going down,
great.
like sensation.
But
Um,
we have a whole, milkshake machine dilemma here. That's the problem.
It is a milkshake machine team.
Yeah. All right, I get one more pick.
yes.
Um, I think I'm going to take, you know what?
Don't
I'm just
do
gonna
it.
do it for the content. I'm taking Philly under. And this line is and it has a major Embiid tax with 42.5. Because last year, Philly was what, like, did they even win 30 games?
I'm looking
Uh,
at it now.
no.
24
No,
and 58.
24 and 58. So
I forgot it was that bad.
so we're saying that they're gonna win 19 more games.
Yeah.
And that banks on Embiid playing like a good chunk of the season.
No, 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 no,
It does. It does because their
no.
team
Is
is not
Embiid worth
good.
19 games is the
That's
question.
ridiculous. No, here's what it because they were and like I'll say this. I don't they definitely were tanking. They definitely were resting like players that didn't that for like no reason. Like they were doing that bullshit.
Okay.
And
So so if they're bad again, they're going to tank again.
no, 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 no. Because last year it just got out of control. The beginning of the season was a mess, and I
All
think
right.
that this year they're going to come in. I think that hopefully within a few weeks they'll have Jared McCain back. Paul George will hopefully play, and like I don't think he's going to be terrible like last year. I think he'll be a little better. Maxi, I think, just has a lot more experience, and the bench is rounded out a bit with this new rookie we've got, and just veteran Kelly Oubre Jr. and Quentin Grimes. Like I'm just not. I'm not worried about them, reaching that many games. I don't know.
I, I just first of all I want to say, if you look at their depth chart on ESPN, basically everyone has the day-to-day icon next to them. Embiid underwent like the most sus knee surgery ever.
Yeah.
Paul George is just like podcasting more than we are. And now
And
we're
and sucking
relying.
on his wife's boobies. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know about that. That
Oh, I
scandal.
know. Oh, I know about that one, buddy.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we're relying on like Edgecombe and Oubre and like Boner and
Yeah,
Kyle
but people
Lowry.
don't get
No,
how
no, Yabusele's gone. Yabusele was like your best player last
people
I
don't
know.
get how good Boner is and Edgecombe is. People don't get that.
Um, I
And
just
next thing
think
you know,
in the
like
year 2025, if you're still hoping like, yeah, we'll just be good if Embiid and Paul George stay healthy.
But dude, notice how I'm not saying that. Notice how I'm not saying we need Embiid to stay healthy. I'm saying the Eastern Conference is ass and our players aren't ass and Maxey is really good and Edgecombe is really good and Jared McCain's gonna be back and he's good and Quentin Grimes is really good. And even if Embiid and Paul George don't come back, I think we've got a really solid, almost 500 team.
You hear
almost
this,
500
Toby?
is
You hear
not
this,
43
Toby?
wins though.
He's coping. Quentin Grimes is really good. BJ
And
Edgecombe is really good.
You
and we
didn't
still have
you
still
didn't
have
see Quentin
Lowry.
Grimes last year, man. You clearly weren't watching Sixers games because no one
I'm a
was, but
Knicks
I
fan. I
was.
watched Quentin Grimes play for 6 years. That man will have
Quentin
like two
Grimes
good games and then
Quentin Grimes was a tank general.
yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes a tank general becomes a spank general later on.
Ooh.
You
Well, he
you
could
think
spank Kyle
you
Lowry.
don't think it's at all interesting? The second the Knicks were over 500, they just completely threw Quentin Grimes to the mud and just got rid of him.
Or you could say he went to the Mavs, and in that system he was a role player. But just like Jalen Brunson, once he left the Mavs, he actually became a star. So
Oh.
learn a thing or two about history, buddy.
Okay.
History repeats itself.
Hmm.
I didn't put Philly down because I thought 42.5 was a really good line because, it
Yeah.
could really go. They could again have 24 wins or they can have 50 wins.
And I think that like if you're just doing like I thought it was interesting that that was what the line was though, all jokes aside, because it really just feels like that's just like a law of probability, like math thing that's what it is. Like they just put them as
Yeah.
like basically going 500 because like they're so unpredictable that like the most rational thing to bet on is like right in the middle, you know?
Yeah. It's like the Embiid 2K rating.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I just
It's
think I
like
think I
we
think
don't
an
really know
under
what to
is
put
I
him,
think the
so
under
we'll
Yeah.
is
just go
a
in the
smarter
middle.
choice for sure.
Yeah, but like setting the
But
line there though, I think is like a smart kind of like tactic rather than like, you know.
Yeah.
this is really
Yeah.
interesting. I think if you're gonna bet on this team, I think you either have to do like under 25 wins, like the alt under, or like over 50 wins. Like I don't think you should be betting on 42.5.
Yeah, that's
Makes
what I mean. Like,
sense.
I don't think that this is really something that you should bet on because it doesn't really, it's kind of like arbitrary almost.
Okay.
Spencer, how are
Interesting.
you
You have
feeling
one
about
more,
Embiid in
Matt?
fantasy?
Oh, wait, one more?
Oh no, that
Or
was Toby. That was Toby.
uh,
Yeah, it's your turn. But Spencer, how are you feeling about Embiid on fantasy?
Um, oh, that was a really interesting choice. I really grappled with it for like 2 rounds, being like, you know what, he might be injured half the year, but I just might need him like once a week to get me like 70 points to put me over the edge, you know? So
edge.
even if I have to put him on IR 7 or 8 times this year, but he comes back, plays 3 games, wins me a week. That might be worth a ninth or eighth round pick, is like what I was kept telling myself.
Yeah.
And once he reached that point where he was like number one on the draft board for like a round and a half, and there wasn't really anyone that was being like, you know what, I have to get him because I can't lose him. I was like, you know what? If I don't draft Embiid right now and he plays 55 games, I'll be kind of upset at myself because like as a Knicks fan, I was like, you can't draft Embiid. And then he was sitting there and I was like, I don't really care anymore. Like he could be good.
Yeah, we'll see.
But I don't think ESPN liked it because they did not like my team.
No, they don't like mine either. And I have the best team, so.
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
All
Me
right.
too. Okay, so
Spencer, your turn.
here's my question for you guys, unrelated to basketball. Do you guys think this matters? So I've thought about this many times, and I'm convinced it matters a lot. But I'm not. So I'm getting a haircut today, right? And when I get a haircut in DC, I like the haircut I get, but I go to this place. It's actually called Cut and Edge. So it's
Cut
kind
and
of
edge.
yeah, but it's run by Asian people. They don't really speak English. So I don't when I go there, it's like whatever. When I go home, I'm convinced that what I wear to the haircut matters a lot for how good the haircut is going to be because they want to give you a haircut that matches your vibe. But I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm like making that up. What do you guys practice that or no? Do you guys ever worry
I've
about
never
that?
thought about that because I go to this I go to Aiden's mom.
Mm.
Mm. So she knows your vibe.
Yeah. What I think that's true if you don't know the people. So
Yeah.
like if you go in with like classic like matte like gray blue hoodie, you know, they might
Yeah.
just be like, oh, gamer. But if you go in with like new like Bridget green shirt, they'll be like, oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. That's what yeah, exactly.
Wait,
I
what did the Asian
I
haircut ladies have to do with this?
Oh, well, I'm just saying that like I didn't think of like they're not gonna be as tuned into American culture and style.
Mm.
So like if I'm wearing just like my hoodie, like they're just gonna be like whatever. But like here, if I wear like you said, they might actually be able to, think I'm going for something else.
Could be.
But who knows? Kind of just stressed. I'm always stressed about haircuts.
I go to a salon, so it doesn't really matter for me, I feel like.
Who put you onto that, Christy?
No, my mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A
The
woman.
other lady in your life.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, send haircut pics when you're done. Do before and after.
I will, I guess. I'm
We
scared,
have
man.
5 minutes left on this one. I think we're
All
making
right.
great time. As
Okay,
I'm
Spencer,
letting
you go.
Oh, I
No,
thought we were done.
I think it's Matt.
Oh, I'm taking Spurs
Wait,
over.
I thought Spencer's turn.
No,
don't
because
know.
I went Hornets, then you did your two, and
No,
then
but then it's your turn, bro.
oh, it is my turn. It is my turn. I'm a fucking
You
dumbass.
take the Spurs just to mess with Matt.
No, I'll leave you with Spurs. I'll pick something else. I did have the Spurs though, but I'm so sorry. I'm so stupid. I'll take the Nuggets over 53 and a half.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, I also have the Nuggets, too.
I think this team is the best team in the league. I really do.
They're not better than
Well,
OKC.
who's calling my phone?
Clip that. I think the Nuggets are the best roster in the league.
Kyle, turn the TikTok camera on.
Um, the last couple of years with Jokic, they've had really good three people, and one of them was Aaron Gordon, who just cut the baseline the entire time, but did more than that. I'm just making it simplified. I think getting off that Michael Porter Jr. contract and getting, um, oh my God, why am I blanking on his
Cam
name?
Johnson.
Cam Johnson. I knew it wasn't Cam
Like
Thomas.
Cam Rosen, but Cam Johnson.
Um, um, I think was one of the moves of the offseason, if not the move of the offseason. Firing Mike Malone and their GM with 3 games to go was certainly a choice, but I think it was the right choice,
One of the choices.
Yeah. I liked Michael Malone. I thought he's a really good coach, and I still do, but
You
sometimes
would, bro. You would.
I mean,
Barstool or a farmer.
I I I think his time ran its course, and I think this new guy, I don't know much about him. He seems like he was good.
He was a nice guy.
But Jokic seems like pumped with this roster, it feels like. I think he's
Are
really excited.
are we ready to open up the Christian Brown MVP discussion again?
No, please not.
Yeah,
no,
I mean, I
I just
agree
think
with you.
I think they have a really good bench now. They got Bruce Brown back. He was
Hmm.
vital in their bench
Title, yeah.
little thing.
Yeah, he was like MVP level.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, yeah, I mean, I love Denver, but I hate that everyone loves them. It's the same with the Broncos for football. Like this
Yeah.
Denver hype is too much, and now like with the Broncos, we're like, oh, they kind of suck.
Yeah, but with the Broncos, you're relying on Bo Nix. With
I
the
know
Knicks,
this time
you're
we have
relying
Jokic. I know.
on Jokic. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I could see this crashing and burning. I mean, actually, no, sorry. I take that back. I don't because with Jokic, you're starting with like 48 wins. It's
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna crash and burn.
no,
But we'll
I
see.
was gonna go like really nuclear and be like, yeah, if he gets injured, but it's like, yeah, okay.
He never gets injured.
He doesn't. That's what I was gonna say. Um, so I guess if you're rooting for an injury, take the under. But if not, I
Who
think
would be rooting for an injury?
I don't know, fucking cynics.
Joey.
Joey. Oh, fucking Joey, man.
Eric Lowe probably.
No, Eric Lowe has him.
Yeah, but he's so no, he's just a hater.
All right. I
We
don't
can
know if
probably
we
get
have
one more
time.
in. We have a minute and a half, or if you wanted to stop it.
We can just stop it and go to the next one.
Yeah.
Matt
Um.
just Matt's jacking off anyway.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I like the Nuggets. I don't think they're actually the best team in the NBA. I'm kind of going a little insane. I think the Thunder still have that, but as long as they have Jokic, they'll probably be a top three seed. And I don't if we think Houston's gonna move down a little bit, I don't think the Lakers are gonna be 50 wins. We don't have to. Not
Well, you're always good for a take, Spence, and then contradicting yourself.
Yeah, just be confident, brother. No one cares if you're wrong.
All right. I'll make
Yeah,
Spence
but
tell us when we're ready. I'll
I
make a
said
new.
they'll be the best team, and even I don't believe that. But I think there is a path.
All right. Let's make a new one and we'll finish this up.
Uh,
You
or
want to send it?
I can just say real quickly, Spurs over because just Wemby is good, and that's it, and that's my whole take.
Okay. Okay. So
I
you'll
want to talk
start us
about it a
off.
little more though.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So do anyone want to say anything else about the Spurs?
It'll be a fun team. Really fun team.
I like them. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's kind of a lot of wins in the West, but you know, I like Wemby. Wemby's good.
Does Wemby have a quadruple double this year?
I think it's 18 to 1.
18 to 1.
Quad feed.
Hmm.
But
Does
he's
Josh
bald
Giddey
now.
get a quadruple double this year? Is the real question. Okay, we don't have to talk about that. We can move on.
Bro, that's sus. Don't even talk about him.
All right, Matt, what's the next pick?
Dude, I thought we were done.
You don't have any more?
Wait, I know, but I closed the I closed the tab.
Damn. What did you think we were going to be doing?
I thought he just wanted to talk more about the Spurs.
Oh, no, we're going to do a few more. We can do a few more. And then we
You
can
thought we
just.
started a whole new podcast to talk about the Spurs?
Yeah, I was confused. I'm gonna say Lakers under. LeBron's not playing for like what 3 months or something. And other than LeBron and Luca, the team is ass. So like
And
someone's gotta
Reeves.
lose. Someone's gotta lose in the West. Yes, there's the chance Luca is like insane. Whatever. There's always that chance. I'm taking the under.
I kind of hate the Lakers at this point. I know I've been the Lake Show fan for a while, but I've just like watched them a lot. I've definitely watched them more than any other team in the last 3 seasons. And I'm sick of it. I'm so bored of watching the Lakers. They're so annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah. What do you think of the LeBron injury?
I'm like, okay, this is a take. I'm ready for LeBron to retire in a lot of ways because he's still amazing and we're still so blessed to see him. But we're now at the point of the career where it's year 23 and it's just like this is getting a little sad. Not that he's bad because he's still like great, but it's just like enough with the drama, enough with like being in the headlines. I don't know. It's time for Ant and for Shea and for Jokic. Like you get me.
How
Yeah.
do you guys feel about the second decision?
That really
See,
pissed me
that's
off.
what was
That really,
annoying. It was
really pissed me
annoying.
off. I had mentally prepared for him to retire for 24 hours, and I appreciated him
Dude,
giving us a heads up when I
it
thought he was retiring.
it didn't feel like there was anything else it could be in
The
my
fact that it was
mind.
like a Hennessy ad just proves that he is like a child
It
almost.
was,
Like he's just like, give me attention. I want attention. Give me attention. I
Well,
want
no, I
attention.
think it's more like I want money. I think it's a little
but
more
he has
complicated.
unlimited.
He Yes,
Yeah.
he has unlimited money. He never has to do like he's gonna be an owner of an NBA franchise the second he retires because they're gonna expand.
You can always have more money. You can always buy a bigger boat or a bigger house or a bigger whatever, man. Like, come on now.
I don't know, man.
Facts.
Yeah.
Um, I, it was kind of like when Snoop Dogg said he was gonna quit smoking, and then it was for smokeless
Oh my
grills.
God, yeah.
But that I don't care. But that I don't care about as
Right,
much.
because it doesn't
It's
matter.
Snoop Dogg. Like that's like I don't care that he's doing that. This is
Nope.
LeBron James in year 23. Like
Wait, hold up. Do you guys? So yeah, whatever. Have you guys? Can we talk about a pop culture topic real quick
yeah.
related to
Please,
LeBron? Steph
please.
Curry.
Oh,
Um,
Okay.
what
what
about
do you
it?
guys think? Have you guys been seeing the things with his wife recently?
No,
Oh,
what's happening?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, trouble in paradise, I would call it. She's been like going on like talk shows and being like talking about like she has to go to therapy because like her plan in life is always to be like a career woman and like do all this shit, not just like a wife basically. Now she has to like go to therapy for it, and like talk about what her life could have been. She didn't marry Steph when she was really young, and like she talks about. And then there was like another time she was on the talk show and like some hot guy walks out and she like gestures like taking off her wedding ring.
Jeez,
So it
yeah.
seems like there's trouble in paradise right now, to say the
there
least.
does. Wow,
Yeah, Benson
that's
Boone. Maybe it'll make him feel better.
that's kind of sad.
What?
Do you not know that he's like a big, like massive Benson Boone fan?
Oh yeah, I did know. I did know. For a second, I was like, "What was that? Just a random reference?" Um,
No, that is very sad.
yeah, man. But that's the thing is, you have a billions and billions of dollars. Like, what's she gonna do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
divorce him? Like,
she could probably get a lot of money if she divorced him.
maybe they have a prenup.
Probably not.
When did they get married? They must have been pretty young.
I feel like they were like young, like early, like maybe like our age.
2011. So yeah, like 23 he was.
Yeah,
Is that right? Yeah.
Because he's
Yeah, so like
36
our
now,
age.
37.
yeah. Are you guys
Damn.
hyped for weddings? Starting soon.
Yep, Joey and Riley.
Riley wedding.
Oh my God, can I tell you about the wedding that I went to this weekend with Christy?
Oh yeah, sure, man.
So it was a 9.5 hour drive
My
up there. It
God.
was supposed to be 7 hours, but we hit traffic basically the entire way. We get there, we like stay overnight, it's fine. And then the next day is the wedding. The ceremony is at 4 p.m. It is outside in upstate, like Massachusetts, where it's 50 degrees out, so it's freezing. And the ceremony lasts like 10 minutes because they've been married for months. They just never had like a ceremony. They went to like
Oh yeah,
the courthouse and got their documents, whatever.
some Vegas shit.
And then like I'm like, oh, perfect. Like it's 10 minutes. Like Christy was freezing the entire time, which means I had to give her my jacket, which means I was freezing the entire time. Go in, I'm like, all right, at least we get to drink for the next like 5 hours. It's a cash bar at a country club where the beers are like $12 each.
Listen. If you had asked me 2 weeks ago, should I drive 9.5 hours to go to Christy's second cousin's wedding? I would say no. I would skip
Yeah.
that. So you should have asked me, and I would have
No,
told you not to do that.
I agree. I agree. Christy was pretty adamant about this. And then like the
Oh,
second we got there, like we were like 4 hours in, she was like I don't know about this, but it's because like the time kept on moving back. And so we were already like committed. We were like 4 hours in and we still had like 4.5 hours to go. And she's like looking at me my bad.
Yeah,
And I was like, I can't believe I have to do this on Sunday. And then so I'm like, all right, well, I'm not paying for my drinks. Like Christy's dad buys Christy and I a drink, and he's like, I'll get the first round, but then the rest is on you. Like, all right, fair enough. I have one drink, and then we're like 20 minutes in, like we already had dinner. Like it's like 5 p.m. or 5:30, and dinner has already been served. So Christy's like, you want to just go home tonight? And I was like, you mean we just drove 10 hours yesterday and I have to drive all the way back right now?
that
Um,
sounds boring.
yeah. And then it took 6 hours to get back though, which
You
was,
drove back in one day?
yeah, not one day, like within like 20, no, within like 36 hours. So, but it was
Well,
quite a
that doesn't
drive.
sound fun. All right, make a pick, Spence.
Okay. 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 Um, I don't think you guys are going to agree with me with this one, but Thunder under 62 and a half.
Boo.
I
Yeah.
contemplated it, but if I was gonna bet on the Thunder, I think I would go under, but I just couldn't do it. But I
You
did
see,
contemplate it.
Matt, that was my exact thinking. Is like I looked at the Thunder and I thought, okay, like if I were to bet on this, would I be willing to take the over? And I like immediately I was like, I don't know, 63 wins. I get that they won 68 last year, but they played two 7 game series like to close out the series. They played the Nuggets and they beat the Nuggets in seven, and then they beat the Pacers in seven. And I think we learned, and I think we've like learned this the past couple of years. When you win the title, the reason it's so hard to go back to back, and the reason we've had a different title winner in the last 8 years is because of how many games they end up playing. And I get that the Thunder are like really young, which is the only reason I was like, okay, maybe they can get the over. But 100 games and then like time off and then trying to do that again is really, really hard in today's NBA. And I think there'll be some games where there'll be like a Shea injury. Like they'll be very, very cautious. And I think they'll still win most of those games because their team is really, really good. But I think there's not going to be as many wins. I still think they're going to be the first team, like they're going to be the number one seed. But I think it's like 59 or 60 wins. I don't think it's 68 again.
Yeah, I just wouldn't like to zag on a historically good team that won the title and didn't lose anyone.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
But do you guys know about Nikola Topic?
didn't he like hurt something again?
Do you know what he hurt?
Is it his groin?
He got testicular surgery.
Oh, this.
So he's gonna be out for a little.
you got dick. Like, what does that even mean, bro?
He got testicular surgery, man. He's gonna
I
be out for the beginning of the year. Poor guy.
Man can't catch a break.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I
I'm
know
gonna
what
do
you're gonna
one.
take, Toby. I'm really excited. I really hope is what I'm thinking.
All right. Maybe this is the last one because I'm getting tired. But I have been hurt by this team before, but I'm going over on them again. It's Atlanta,
Yes,
47 and a half.
I knew it.
I just think Atlanta's that team this year. I think this is like this if this isn't the year for them, then what is? So Trey, come on, prove it. Let's go. Jalen Johnson. I mean, we have two big Jalen Johnson fans on this pod. Dyson, I'm big on him. Poor Zingod.
Can I
I
say something
love
real
that.
quick? Maybe I don't watch the Hawks enough, but I had Jalen Johnson on my fantasy team last year. I feel like I did watch them a lot. I don't know about Dyson Daniels. I don't know.
All right, all right,
Just
all
want to
right.
say, I'm kind of a skeptic.
He's only 22.
He was on my fantasy team last year. I can say offensively, he has a lot of work to do, and it would be a miracle if he became like a really good offensive player. But defensively, like he's gonna anchor that defense, and I think that's the one thing the Hawks need is a defensive like
Yeah,
wizard.
I just feel like he's like crazy at getting steals. Like if you look at like how he gets steals, it's crazy, and he is like a pretty good defender all around. But like, I don't know, man. Like,
I mean, but think
he
about that.
can't really shoot.
If you
I
get
don't know.
if you get 4 steals a game and you're averaging like 1.8 points per possession or some bullshit, That's nearly 10 points. That's a 10-point swing, and that'll win you a lot of
I'm
games.
Yeah. Yeah.
this Dyson Daniels debate is not discouraging me. He's only 22 and
No,
he's just quite good.
he is
Um,
he will help the team. So
I mean, Shea Island, is anyone still on that? I am.
you are, man?
I guess. I don't know.
You really are?
I don't know. I don't really care. But
I
like he was the number one pick last year and he's like 20. I don't know. He could be good.
If there's
And
a list for Reese Shea Island, I'm not on it.
all right. All right. Well, I have a log cabin on it right now.
All right, all right.
All
I'll
right.
say
Are you in
that.
the log cabin? Are you in the flight log cabin?
Um, yeah, and then they had got Alexander Walker, they got Luke Kennard, they got Okongwu still. They got their cool ass coach with the red glasses.
And he's got funky hair. Yeah, man. Come
Spencer,
on.
why don't you go for the Atlanta coach look with your glasses?
Which one? What's
With the
that?
red frames, you know?
Oh, oh, the fucking Quinn Snyder red
Yeah,
frame.
the Aura
Fuck
Aura
that.
guy.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing them through some rose-colored red frame glasses, but I like this Atlanta team.
No,
I,
I thought about it for a little while, and chose not to do it because, I'm a Knicks fan. I can't be like, yeah, I think Atlanta's gonna be a really good team.
Because
Fuck.
Trae Young owns the Knicks.
Yeah, fuck that team. But I think they could be really good. I think I don't think there's any reason why they're not the third or fourth seed in the East this year. And if they're not the third or fourth seed, if they're like the sixth seed again, and the Pacers are over them, um,
I
the
like them better
Sixers,
than the
I think
Magic
I think
too.
it's time to move on from a lot of these people on their team if they're not really good.
Yeah.
This is their year.
I'm kind
Some
of a Magic skeptic. I can't
Me
lie.
too. Me too.
Like, I just feel like they had their leap last year. Are they gonna like leap again? Like, because if they go up again, it's like now they're like the best team in the East. Like,
Well, you got to
I don't
think
know.
Paulo and Franz both had massive injuries.
Yeah, but like, are they really good at? Like, I just think that's the thing is I'm not convinced they're like a good duo. You
I'm
know,
a
Yeah.
Franz skeptic. Big Franz skeptic.
Franz skeptic, more
Are we
Franz
are we
Paulo
doing a
together
group
skeptic.
Orlando Magic under poll right here?
I looked at the line though. I think it's like a reasonable number. So like, I don't think
I
I would
mean,
go under.
I like Bane.
Yeah, I've always been a Bane lover. 'Cause, I love my
Yeah.
gritty grizz.
So,
Yeah.
speaking of
Or Gritty
Bane, I,
Grizz.
I watched a couple of like YouTube videos on fantasy basketball previews before the draft, and two out of the five I watched, or three out of the five I watched, all said to not draft Bane because
Ooh.
this the Magic offensive scheme is not going to be conducive to him because Paulo and Franz will have the ball so much.
That's kind of what I thought. I don't know.
And he'll just be like a pick and pop 3-point shooter. And unless he shoots like 45%, then he's not gonna have
Who
like
who
nearly enough
drafted
in.
Bane? Does anyone know?
No,
Some
probably
idiot.
Ben. It feels like a Ben
Ooh,
pick.
it
It's
does feel
not
like a
Ben.
Ben
I
pick.
thought it was Ben. It's not Ben.
Jack Scary
Jack
team.
Scary team? No, Jack Scary team took Franz.
Oh, it could be an Eric pick,
I don't think it was Eric.
or could it be his boy?
Eric's boy.
Omri.
Joey?
Did Joey take
It's
him?
Joey.
It's
Yes.
Joey, yeah.
Joey's
I'm
team
gonna,
is
I'm
like.
gonna, I'm writing down that we're taking a group Magic under pick.
Yeah, group Magic
All right.
under.
So
Joey.
we all have five. Do we want to?
Yeah.
And I
No,
do want to give
let's
one more.
Okay, good. Go for it. Go for it.
It'll be really quick. Suns under 31 and a half is one of my favorite picks.
Jesus.
We don't have to talk about that. I just wanted to put it out there.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right. Do you guys have any fantasy takes?
Yeah, I think Joey's team is the team of great ideas, and that might
Like
be why it's called Freaks and Geeks.
Freaks and Greeks is a good name.
Is that his
Yeah.
new fantasy team name?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like a lot of good ideas. Like Mark Williams. Like, okay, I can see where he's coming from there. Like
Yeah.
Gafford, Bane, getting Mitchell in like the third round.
Kevin
Maxey.
Porter Jr., you never
Yeah,
know.
that was a wild pick.
Yeah.
I was not ready for that.
Kyrie off the IR.
Cooper Flag, Drew
Yeah.
Holiday, I kind of like Schroeder, Scottie Pippen Jr. Like a lot of good ideas. It's just like
Will it pan out?
I think no. I think a lot of them won't pan out. Is
But
the
it's a
And
very
I feel
Joey
like he did
team.
this last year too.
But I
And
think I don't. I feel like he was more random last year.
It's a bit of a stoned team, I think. It's like oh, it's overthought.
It's overthought. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you could just
Owen
take the good guy. Don't take like the guy you have to talk yourself into for every pick.
Owen's team is the opposite. Owen's team is like if you just gave like a 12-year-old the keys to the draft.
I'm looking at Owen's team
And
now.
Owen picked up
LaMelo, Jalen
Jake
Green, Cam
LaRavia.
Thomas, Jordan Poole, Jake LaRavia. And of
Yeah.
course he has LeBron.
Dude, I
It's
remember like hoping that KD was gonna split to Owen because it's just like there's no one that deserves KD more.
Yeah, Owen's the type of guy to make the case for KD like top two player of all time.
He is. He's just a real hooper, bro.
He's just a real hooper. And Joey's like egging him on.
Yeah, but he's like, but you know, he's like, you know who like the probably top five player of all time is without injuries.
Paul George.
Embiid.
MVP.
Bro, Prime Embiid, 2023 season.
Top five all time.
Top five all time, bro.
Yeah. I think Jack's scary team's pretty good.
He
I,
is. He has a scary team.
yeah, he's a scary
Yeah.
team. He's
Matt, I
got
like your
Steph,
team a lot,
Jalen.
actually.
Matt, I was skeptic of your two jacked pick.
Really?
I
Which
was like,
one?
wow, okay. That's a little early.
Oh, Jalen
Really?
Brown.
I got him late second round, and I think it's like I wanted to take him like when I was making my draft board, I was like, shit, dude, I might take him early second round, but I knew that was stupid. So when I got the second pick, I was like, I think I'm gonna take him if no one else does. And I don't know.
He was gonna be my early third round pick, if that
Hmm.
makes you feel any better.
Yeah, so I got him
Yeah.
late second round, and then who did I get? I'm trying to think who I got
You
in
got
the
Sengun. I'm looking at your team now.
yeah.
I
I
didn't want to take Jalen Brown with like my second pick when I had like because I took Anthony Edwards and then I had like the 13th pick and I thought it was too way too early to take Jalen Brown
I don't, yeah, I
because
just feel like
Jalen Brunson.
undeniably the best player on a team, unless
mhm.
Tatum comes back, but undeniable best player on a team, like I think is a valid second
And
round
it's
pick.
also just like you have Shea. Like that's like 13 points better than most teams' best players, you know?
Yeah.
It's
Hmm.
just that's tough.
My team really relies on if Anthony Edwards can be a good fantasy player this year. He wasn't the best fantasy player, and I know Toby, you can attest to this. He had some good games, but wasn't like a 45 points consistently, 50 points consistent player that should be taken when you have the first in the first round. Um, uh,
Spence, Aiden was talking about how much he liked your team, and I was like, what do you like so much about it? And he said it was Christian Brown.
did you?
Yeah, that was his reason. He's like, he's got Christian Braun. And I was like, dude, that's the reason you like his team? He's like, he's so good.
I think the Chet pick was not the greatest pick, but if he stays healthy, it can. But that's like saying if LeBron James is going to stay healthy in year 23, and we just know that's like it's just he's just not going to stay healthy. You just can't not get injured playing 82 games when you're 7'2" and 190 pounds.
Dude, my for my team, my biggest worry was Şengün in the third round. I really was like, I want like a center because I feel like they're just more consistent. But like Şengün, it's like he can go so many ways. He's young. He's like 24, I think. Like
Yeah,
he was apparently going insane in the EuroLeague. People say.
that's what
So
everyone
like,
Mhm.
says.
I'm not too like. I feel like he'll have a good season, but it's like with KD, with Amen Thompson, like getting better. Like, is he gonna have the ball as much? I don't know. It's hard, dude. It's hard, man. But I think he'll have a good season. I'm just worried.
I I kind of went Ben's strategy from last year of just kind of getting guys that I think can average like mid to high 30s, you know, like just getting Derek White, Porzingis,
Mhm.
Hardenstein, Randall. Like I feel like these guys are just gonna put up like 35 or so.
Yeah, that's good.
And then that can kind of carry me into the playoffs.
I
Yeah,
think
that's definitely why I wanted like Jimmy Butler. You know what I mean? Like just
Hmm.
like that pick. I think that was like my fourth or fifth pick. It was like a lot of guys with risk. Jimmy Butler's gonna have average 30 fantasy points. You know?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I think what can set my team apart is if Brandon Miller is good this year.
Yeah. X Factor, Brandon Miller.
Like genuinely, because him and Benedict Mathurin are like they're projected the exact same amount of points. Not the exact same, like a 10-point difference. I think Brandon Miller is much, much, much better than Mathurin. Maybe in a fantasy sense, not so much because Brandon
Hmm.
Miller is going to take a lot of shots. He's not going to shoot the greatest percentage where Mathurin can. Um, but I think if Brandon Miller is healthy and is like better than last year and takes a little bit of a leap, I think he can be a good X factor in my team.
Yeah. Well, I am looking forward to it.
Should,
Season
should
starts
I
in 8 days, guys.
should
Pretty
I go
crazy.
Yeah,
over
man.
our picks or not really?
No, I think we're about ready to wrap up. Honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we can go.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it's been a pleasure, guys, as always.
Mhm.
As always.
I can't wait to watch the Bills or listen to Bill Simmons and see like what they say about our picks. I can't wait for them to be like Nets under, Knicks under, and just be the complete opposite of everything that we had.
Yeah, because we're just stupid, I guess.
Would you guys want to parlay all these picks together?
No.
Maybe. All right. Talk to you guys later.
All right. See ya.
Bye.